Hi YouTube, today is July 22nd, 2019, and I thought I would share just a very quick video to tell you some of the upcoming videos that I would like to make here in the very near future. I know I've done some videos here in the past, like Kings Island, did some history on that. In the future, here's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on more of the new Giga Coaster coming from Kings Island. Of course, I will update that as time allows. Also, I want to talk about some movies, books, and jobs and accomplishments in my career that I've done over the years, past work, what I've done in my past, types of job I've had in my career throughout my life. And that's for people who follow me on a regular basis, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If anything at all that you would like to ask any questions about of anything that I do or what I've done, please feel free to ask. Send me a comment or a direct message me if you'd like, and let me know. And I will definitely share that with you. Also, my travels, the states I've been to, and even abroad, other countries I've been in throughout my life. My future interest on travel, where I'd like to go to, some of the places where I'd like to visit. One of them being Spain. I want to go to Spain so bad. I want to go to Barcelona. And my cousin, she just went there this past month. Actually, two of my cousins went there, and it just really pisses me off they didn't put me in their luggage with them and take me, because I want to go there so bad. I want to see Barcelona so bad. That is one of my trips I want to go on very bad. Also, if you remember Ryan White, he died back in 1990. I did become to know him and his family, Jeannie and his sister Andrea. He was the boy that died of the AIDS virus, and he was shunned from school back in Kokomo, Indiana, way back in the day. I did a book report with him, and also some information about that. My letter to Ryan White, my initial letter that I've written him way back in the 80s, late 80s, it is on display at the Children's Museum over in Indianapolis, Indiana right now. It is on display. They had asked me my permission to post it, and it's at the Children's Museum in Indianapolis, Indiana. My original letter that I wrote to him is on display, and that was really heartwarming that I was thought of to even be given that opportunity to make history, and it was really good. The funeral was so awesome. So many great talent and performers and people I got to meet was just astounding. I mean, Elton John, I met him, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Barbara Bush, Phil Donahue, if you remember him, Judith Light, Lucas Haas, many performers I got to meet, and got to talk to and sit down and even have dinner with afterwards, after all the burial and everything was done. His mother Jeannie is such a great lady. She's very down to earth, such a sweetheart, and I pray that she still is doing well, which of course I haven't been in contact with her for quite a few years, and also with Andrea, and hopefully things are going well for her as well. Ryan White, his place of burial is still there in Cicero, Indiana, and unfortunately it does get vandalized from time to time, and it's just so sad that somebody would go through something like that and vandalize a memorial, and it's a shame. It really is. The boy, it was not his fault. He contracted AIDS through tainted blood, and he was a hemophiliac, and it just wasn't right. It wasn't fair to him, and it was just a shame. But anyway, I've got the book with him, and also I have the actual thing from the funeral. It's got all talks about all the eulogy, and it talks about everything in there, the program from the funeral. I do have that, and I will share that with you as well in a future video. And also I have the People magazine, where the Farewell Ryan, after he had passed. I do have that magazine. Actually, I've got 3 copies of that People magazine, and also some other memorabilia with Ryan White as well on that. So now we'll share that in a future video. And then also talk about my my first trip that I went to the Caribbean on a cruise ship. My first time I went on a cruise ship. We'll talk about that. And also I'm going to talk about Fantasy Farm Amusement Park that was located in Middletown, Ohio, and also Americana / the Swordsville Lake Amusement Park. It's the same park that was next door to Fantasy Farm. They was next door to each other here in Middletown, Ohio as well. It's also known as Monroe, Ohio. It's just right there on the border. And it's about a mile from where I live at right now. So the parks are defunct. And I worked at both of them parks back in the day, and also worked at Kings Island as well back as I was growing up. At one time I was working at 2 of those parks at the same summer, so it was kind of odd, but I was working Kings Island during the daytime and go work at Americana in the evening time, and so it was pretty interesting. So I did that for a few summers and held 2 different jobs at 2 different amusement parks. It was pretty cool. So, and how I did that, I was a morning person at Kings Island. I went at 6 a.m. in the morning, got the Potato Works potato stand ready in food service, worked till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, get off, go home, go change, take a shower so I smelled like a french fry, and then I would hurry up and beat it down to Americana Amusement Park. I had to be there at 3:30 in the afternoon, and down there I was a rides supervisor, second shift supervisor over the rides, which was the back half, and I will go over all that information with you as well, tell you about all the incidents that happened at Americana. There's a lot of incidents that happen, but nobody's ever died at Americana Amusement Park, and we'll discuss that as well. Some of the big incidents, from power outage, people being stranded on the sky ride, to the showboats blowing up, and roller coaster Screeching Eagle, which was an ace landmark at one time, and it's defunct as well, unfortunately, and it lies resting in the Roller Coaster Museum in Texas. But also that caught on fire not once but twice, and we'll discuss that. And also their big bathhouse fire that they had that destroyed quite a few of their rides, and also the merry-go-round fire where it destroyed the merry-go-round, the classic merry-go-round, which was a big huge round roof, and also the Dodgem ride that's set next to it was damaged by fire as well. We're going to talk about that in future videos. So this is the end of this video. I may make another video this evening. I kind of doubt it, but if I do, I'm going to start on one of these videos that I just told you some of the things I'm going to make a video about. And I may even do a Cedar Point video in the future as well. Although I live in Ohio, I live in southern Ohio. I'm not very far from Kings Island. I'm very close to Kings Island, and Kings Island is my home park. Cedar Point is a park I started going to in the mid-'80s, and I watched it up and become something, because I visited that park before Magnum was even installed. So that tells you how far back it goes. Back when I went, Gemini was the top dog up there at Cedar Point. Gemini was the top dog, so that tells you something about my age. So, but anyway, I'm going to share some of that information with you and some of my history with you in future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you'd like to hear some more history making. I'll be more than happy to share that with you. I just uploaded one about Invertigo leaving Kings Island. Now, that's just my philosophy, okay? Please don't take that to heart, because, you know, I hope it don't leave. I really don't. I like Invertigo. It's not a bad coaster. Hopefully it don't go. Hopefully Kings Island don't take anything out. But you got to look at it from a business standpoint, too, that they can only afford so much labor. The labor costs are really high, and amusement industry is very hard to turn a profit. It really is, unless if you're Walt Disney World, okay, or Universal Studios. Unless if you're something like that, it's very hard to turn a profit in the other, you know, Six Flags and Cedar Fair. They do struggle, believe it or not. They don't make huge profits like you think they do, because there's a lot of overhead that's involved. All right? I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you for following. Thank you for commenting, like, subscribe, and please invite your friends to follow me as well. And if you'd like to see something better or different, or something that you want to hear from me, please don't be afraid to ask. Let me know. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Take care, and thank you for following. And enjoy this warm weather we've had here lately. It's finally cooled down a little bit, so now it's more pleasurable today than what it's been this past week. So it's been hotter than a firecracker, but here today was a very nice day here in Ohio. All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see you next time. All right, have a good day. See y'all later.